I welcome you all in this online video. Today I will be talking about the binding energy in nuclear physics. So this binding energy, we are considering the light atom, that is the hydrogen. But hydrogen has the three isotopes: 1H1, 1H2, 1H1, 1H2, and 1H3. So this is hydrogen, and 1H2 deuterium, and 1H3 it is the tritium. So we are considering the nucleus where there is one proton and one neutron, and that is 1H2, which is known as the deuterium. So in case of the deuterium, if we want to calculate this binding energy, so where in the nucleus there is one proton, in the nucleus there is one proton and one neutron. This is the nucleus where one proton and one neutron. This so one electron is also revolving. So this is the electronic structure of the deuterium. So what it says, in order to keep this one proton and one neutron inside the nucleus, how much energy is needed, and in order to break this one proton and one neutron, to remove from the nucleus, how much energy is needed, that is known as the binding energy. So let us calculate the binding energy in case of the deuterium atom. As you know that mass of the one hydrogen and one proton, that is 1H1 equal to 1.007825 unified mass, plus mass of the one neutron, that is 1.008665 unified mass, and mass of the neutron is greater than mass of the proton. So if you add these two, so the expected mass becomes 2.016490 unified mass, and the measured mass of the 1H2 atom is 2.014102 U. So the difference of the masses, that is measured mass, is always less than the expected mass of the hydrogen atom. That happens in case of the any nuclei. Always measured mass is less than the expected mass of any atom. So therefore the difference of mass, or which is known the mass defect, that comes out to be 002388 U. Now we convert this expected mass into energy by Einstein's mass energy relation, that is del E equal to del M into C square, and this is the binding energy. So binding is energy is related to the mass defect, so that this comes out to be 0.002388 unified mass into, and this converted into the million electron volt, so that is 931 million electron volt per unified mass. So unified mass get cancelled, so we get 2.224 million electron volt. This is the binding energy, that is the when the we supply 2.224 million electron volt energy in the deuterium atom, then the proton and neutron, they will get separated, or this amount of the energy is needed to keep the this proton and neutron of a deuterium atom in the nucleus. So this energy equivalent of this mass, that is of the nucleus, missing mass of the nucleus, that is called the binding energy of the nucleus. Either greater the binding energy, if this binding energy is greater, EB is greater, then what happens? More energy that must be supplied to break up the nucleus. So more energy, binding energy is more, then to break up the nucleus, more energy is required. So that is the relation between the binding energy to the nucleus energy. So if the binding energy is more, then more energy is required to break up the nucleus. So therefore we can write down the binding energy of the nucleus. We can write down the binding energy of the nucleus, that is EB, that is in MeV, million electron volt, of the nucleus. Let us take nucleus is our we are taking X, this is Z, A, this is our nucleus, and which has the n number of neutrons equal to A minus Z. This is the number of the neutrons. So EV, binding energy of the nucleus, it is defined as that is number of protons Z into mass of the hydrogen, that is mass of 1H1, plus mass of the number of neutrons, that is N, which you will get by A minus Z. A is the mass number, Z is the atomic number. So the difference of the mass number with the atomic number, mass number with the atomic number, A is the mass number, Z is the atomic number. So difference of these two, that will give you the neutron number. So neutron number into, that is mass of the neutron, Mn, minus that is mass of the nucleus. So mass of the nucleus is how much? Mass of the nucleus is M into X Z A. This is the mass defect, and then it is multiplied with 931.49 MeV per unified mass. So that is the definition of the your mathematical definition to find out the binding energy of the nucleus. So let us take the mass of the deuterium atom, 1H2. This is the deuterium, and this deuterium means there is a one proton and one neutron. So if we take the hydrogen atom, so let us take, this is the nucleus and this is the hydrogen atom. So we have this one electron. So here the mass of the hydrogen is how much? That is 1.0078 U, and the mass of the neutron is that is 1.87 U. Therefore it is 2.0165 U. But in the deuterium, this is in case of the neutron, that is in case of the deuterium atom, there is one proton and one neutron inside the nucleus. One proton and one neutron, and one electron is revolving electron, like this. So what is the mass of the deuterium? Mass of the deuterium is 2.0141 U. So when you take the 1H1 mass of the hydrogen and mass of the neutron, add it, then 2.0165. But if you take the mass of the deuterium, 2.014 U. If you take this difference, then we will get there is a mass difference, and that mass difference is multiplied with the C square, that will be reflected in terms of the binding energy. So what happens? If we calculate it, then we will get the binding energy. So we will be getting in case of the 1H2, the binding energy 2.22 MeV, million electron volt. So 2.2 MeV gamma ray, if it is given to the deuterium nucleus where there is one proton and one neutron, this is the deuterium 1H2. If it collides, then what happens? Then it is being separated to proton and the neutron. This is proton and this is neutron. So the binding energy of this nucleus of the deuterium atom, that is equal to 2.2 MeV. So when the gamma ray of energy 2.2 MeV is striking the 1H2 deuterium atom, then it will be split off the proton and the neutron. So if any ray whose energy less than 2.2 MeV, then it will not able to separate the proton and neutron of the deuterium atom. So the nuclear binding energy is strikingly very high. This is very high, strikingly. This is very high. You can say it is very high. So that is very high. Let us take the range of the stable nucleus from the 1H2. This is the stable nucleus. And the stable nucleus that is 2.2 MeV. This is the binding energy. If you talk about the isotope of the bismuth metal, then it is bismuth 83 and 209. Its binding energy is 1640 MeV. If we calculate it by that formula, so 1640 MeV. So this is the high binding energy. And if you compare the in terms of the kilojoule of energy per kilogram mass, if you compare the kilojoule of energy per kilogram mass, then we find that in case of the per kilogram binding energy of if you take the in case of the when you boil the water, when we boil the water, then how much the latent is there? The heat of evaporation is 2260 kg per kilojoule per kg. This is 60 kilojoule per kg in case of the water. So similarly, if you burn the gasoline, then it gives out, the heat is given out 4.7 into 10 to the power 4 kilojoule per kg. So if you convert this million electron volt into joule per kg, that comes out to be 8.8 into 10 to the power 11, that is kilojoule per kg. So it comes out to be kilojoule per kg. So kilojoule per kg, this 8 into 10 to the power 11 means it is 800 billion. 800 into 10 to the power 9 kilojoule per kg. So we can compare that these two values with this nuclear energy, binding energy. So this is definitely very high than the when you boil the water, all the energy given out by burning the gasoline. So the nuclear binding energy is strikingly very high as compared to the any other energy present in the nature or present in the universe. Thank you.